Since HBO's highly anticipated Game of Thrones prequel, House of the Dragon, is officially here, everyone wants to find out more about the cast. And today, we're going to show you the 10 things you didn't know about Milly Alcock, an Australian actress who is playing the young Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen. Join us to discuss everything we know about her. Number 10. Where is she from? Now that Milly has become well known to people across the globe, there are some who may be confused about where she is originally from. Actually, she's from Sydney. She was born on April 11th, 2000. Her parents are in the business field and they raised Milly in a Christian household. Since we know her mother's name, Emma Alcock, Milly has never mentioned her father's name in any of her interviews, and it might suggest that her parents are divorced. As for her siblings, she grew up alongside two brothers, Bert and Eddie, who are very into sports. As Milly mentioned once, her family is mainly interested in rugby union and other sports with minimal interest in acting. But what makes the whole family thing the best is that even though they're not into acting, Alcock's family is supportive of her choice of pursuing this adventurous career. The actress is happy and proud that she did not give up on her dreams as she finally landed the role of her dreams in a massive project. And you know what we're talking about. Of course, it's House of Dragons. Number 9. She dropped out of high school. Sometimes when you have big dreams, you have to face a big dilemma, and you have to set priorities. In Milly's case, it was the choice between an acting career and high school. Just 2 years ago, the actress was living in her mother's attic and washing dishes in a restaurant to make money. But now she is one of the biggest stars thanks to her performance in the GOT prequel. Did you know that she dropped out of Sydney's Newton High School of the Performing Arts to pursue her acting career after winning the role of Misfit Meg in the award-winning Australian drama Upright? I knew that this opportunity would be so much more of a valuable experience than getting my piece of paper. I never doubted it for a second. I was almost too impulsive. I was like, no, this is what I've been working towards, and I've been given this amazing opportunity with this amazing cast, with this beautiful script, she said on her decision to ditch her year 12 at school. She even said that school was never for her, and she's glad that she discovered the perks of acting. It wasn't my place. I never did well. I really struggled, and I really wanted to do well. It just wasn't for me. I didn't really have any great teachers who saw me until I found acting, which was where I felt safe. So yeah, it was the right decision. I've never been somebody who has thrived in the school environment. There's the stigmatization of people who drop out of high school, but I couldn't turn down Upright for a piece of paper. That just seems ridiculous to me and infuriating, she said. Number 8. Her acting life before House of the Dragon. Alcock doesn't have many acting credits under her belt, but the HBO series isn't her first introduction to the small screen. Her first role was Teen Girl 1 in Wonderland, an Australian rom-com TV show. However, her breakout role was in Upright as Meg, a runaway teenager. For her portrayal, she won the Casting Guild of Australia's 2018 Rising Star Award. She's also had a role as Cindy Jackson in Janet King and played Isabella Barrett in High Life. I auditioned for years and years and didn't get anything, but I think the acting industry is competitive because it can afford to be. Art is subjective, and most of the time it's out of your control. So every time I go in for an audition, I think I either get this and things will change, or I don't and things stay the same. There's no point in worrying about it, she said. Number 7. She wasn't a fan of GOT. Game of Thrones may have had millions of fans captivated during its 8-season run, but Alcock wasn't originally a part of the fandom. She even said that she was unfamiliar with the show before. I was completely oblivious. I was about 10 when it came out, and it wasn't really age appropriate, you know what I mean? Fantasy isn't my go-to genre, but I watched it over pre-production and fell in love with it, and understood why it had the amount of success that it did. It's very good, she revealed. So it might seem unimaginable, but as it turned out, Alcock had never seen GOT when she clinched the role as one of the stars of its new spin-off, which made it all the more impressive when she walked onto the set. I was just like, holy shit, I did not know that you could make television like this, and I think that this whole experience has opened the door to a world I did not know existed, she said. Number 6. Biggest audition. She found out she got the role while she was washing dishes at a restaurant in Sydney, she recounted, and quickly moved to England where the series was filmed. It was a big change, but I just told myself, okay, for whatever reason they believe in me, so I have to believe in myself. I tried not to let myself become consumed with all the frills and fluff of what could happen after the show because whatever I did was going to be on screens forever, so I wanted to put down the best performance I could, she said. When it came to auditioning for the role of a Targaryen, Alcock wasn't aware of who she was going to play. The audition came as a self-tape for an unknown HBO project, accompanied by a script with no character names. It was Alcock's friend who eventually figured it out. He said, "This is a Game of Thrones scene. This is the scene with Arya Stark," the actor recalled. "I was in shock and disbelief. It took me until I was actually doing pre-production to fully process it and allow myself to get excited about it and stop getting the feeling that I was going to be fired. The throne room was just so cool. Every time you stepped on set, the novelty did not wear off," she said. Number 5. Her inspiration. Although she enjoyed Emilia Clarke's performances as Daenerys, she didn't draw inspiration from it in order to play Rhaenyra, she said. Obviously, there are similarities in their fundamental morals as people, but ultimately, they move throughout the world very differently. Instead, she drew inspiration from 2 other sources: Cate Blanchett in The Golden Age and Audrey Hepburn in Roman Holiday. If you could combine those 2 women together, I think that is Rhaenyra. She's witty and cheeky, but she has to perform constantly and live up to that regal role. But you can see under the surface, she's quite uncomfortable in her skin, she said. Number 4. Playing younger character. Milly Alcock is in her 20s, but she could pass for someone much younger. She's typically cast to play teens, and although this is not really ideal, she understands that it's what must be done in order for her to work consistently. "I am aware that for me to continue working, I have to play young because I don't look my age. I'm just gonna have to do it just to be employed. It's bitter now, but I'm sure it'll be sweet later," she said. Number 3. Friends and love. As per her social media profiles, Milly Alcock loves to spend time with her friends. She shares a lot of images with her friends. However, she does not share any information about her love life and boyfriend. She has yet to reveal anything about her relationship, and she hasn't even mentioned her partner on her Instagram, where she currently has over 124,000 followers. Number 2. How much does she earn from the prequel? Game of Thrones prequel House of the Dragon cast Paddy Considine, who plays King Viserys I Targaryen, earns around $50,000 per episode. Matt Smith as Prince Daemon Targaryen and Olivia Cooke, who plays Lady Alicent Hightower, equally earns $25,000 each. Likewise, we can conclude Milly Alcock will be making somewhere near her co-stars' salaries per episode. Number 1. What's her net worth? As for now, Milly Alcock's net worth is estimated to be between $1 million and $2 million. Her monthly salary with other career earnings is around $500,000 annually. Alcock has appeared in several Australian shows like Pine Gap, Les Norton, The Gloaming, and Upright. Apart from TV and films, the House of the Dragon star has also appeared in several ads for NBN, Cadbury, Woolworths, and KFC. What do you think about the House of Dragon star? Isn't she amazing? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.